my name is Jordan, and I'm really excited to share with you guys just some of the best practices and tips for preventing, but also helping heal any kind of maskne. I know we're in such a weird time where it feels like that's just a normal thing we do now is wear masks. And unfortunately, so many of us have been very familiar with also breaking out. So we've got come here with just some really practical tips for you guys and also some solutions to help you guys with your maskne.
It's like a new word. I don't even know if it's in the dictionary yet.
Yeah, it's totally says it's a typo in my phone still. So anyways, I'm drinking my coffee. For those of you who do not know, I'm a first grade teacher by day, a Synagence girl by night, and a mom to a 5-month-old in between. So please excuse me if my brain just fries for a second. I will come back together, I promise. Okay, so our first tip of the night is a good skincare routine. So some good practices is definitely make sure that you are taking, if you are wearing makeup during the day, make sure you're taking it off at night before going into your cleansing step. If you don't, I mean, you're just going right to the cleanser, you're basically sloshing around your makeup and not fully taking it off and not fully cleansing your skin. So some of my favorites, I love this jojoba oil, and I also like almond oil. If you're not allergic, avocado oil is also great, and it really helps take off your makeup and doesn't leave an oily residue. It takes off waterproof mascara really well, and it's a really good natural way to take off your makeup. So you can get this at Amazon or any kind of like health food store, probably even other just grocery stores at this
Yeah,
point.
even like Kroger and stuff.
We're super hip and have all the healthy stuff now. So so with that being said, definitely always make sure you have a really good cleanser and a really good moisturizer. You want to be able to cleanse your skin both day and night, because not only obviously we are exposed to bacteria, viruses, free radicals during the day that we want to wash in the evening. We also want to wash in the morning. We are exposed to a lot of oils and bacteria from our pillow as well as the air surrounding us. So we definitely want to make sure we're doing that. And then topping off with a moisturizer to really protect our face, to hydrate our face, which Alyssa is actually going to go into detail a little bit more why it's so important to hydrate your face. I think that is it for that tip. Alyssa, I'm going to take it to you and have you talk about why it's super important to hydrate your face.
Perfect. Okay, so the biggest thing is even the oiliest skin still needs moisturizing. So one of our products that is like the most hydrating in its hydration in the purest form is Climate Control. If you've been around a little while, you probably know that we've chatted about this. This is like our favorite product to talk about. And it's really great, like I said, even for oily skin, because no matter what, your skin is always going to absorb whatever you give to it. So if you give it gunky makeup, it's going to absorb that. If you don't give it anything, it's going to absorb whatever it can collect from the environment. So that means all the junk too. So because Climate Control goes deep into your skin, it helps to hydrate it from the inside out. And it helps your pores to stay healthy with like the good stuff instead of all the gunk. And the other product that is really good for hydrating your skin if you do have dry skin, I've even known people to use this like of all skin types, but that's Nangai oil. And it's like the most calming and like deeply hydrating. Heather always calls it magic oil because it really is. It's so good for so many things. You can put it in your hair, you can put it on your scalp, like literally anywhere that you need more hydration, whether you're trying to fight oil with oil or you're trying to hydrate super dry skin. Nangai oil has like the most natural like triglycerides, so its ability to hydrate is like just phenomenal.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, so another preventative measure. So we're kind of going over the preventative things first, really trying to avoid any kind of breakouts. So another thing is if you are wearing makeup, definitely make sure you're wearing something that is non-comedogenic. That means that it is not clogging your pores. So we're thankful that our makeup is not comedogenic. When you apply it, it's not going to clog your pores, meaning it's not going to fill in with all this gunk and things that will cause you to even break out even more. Alyssa is going to talk to you guys about one of my favorite ways to clean masks, and this is another way to prevent you from breaking out.
Yeah, so I was making sure I wasn't on mute again. So it's really important that we aren't tossing our masks in the washing machine, which I know is a common thing. It seems like the natural thing to do, right? Like they're just like cloth. They're just like any other garment that we wear. So we may as well just toss it in there. However, the problem is that detergent is really super harsh on your skin. There are even like if people have super sensitive skin, there's sometimes, you know, specific detergents that they have to use to not be so harsh on their skin. And so it really makes sense if it's rubbing against your face because that's your most sensitive place of skin on your whole body. So when you're using a product that is not a detergent, even if you were to hand wash it like with anything really, that would probably be better than tossing it in the wash, just because it won't be coming in contact with all your other clothing or getting any sort of lint, which I know can be super annoying. I've had to like borrow one of my mom's like clean masks. She just learned that she needed to wash it in a different way. And I tried to put it on and I was like, Mom, I literally can't even wear this mask. I know you said it's clean, but I just feel all fuzzes everywhere. And it's like itching my nose and irritating me. So a while back, I don't remember when it was, but we learned a lot about our body wash and how it's huge. You guys, look how big it is. It's like the biggest bottle we have. But what's great about it is that it is not a detergent. It doesn't have any sort of detergent in it. And some body washes actually do. So you want to make sure you look at the ingredients as well. I'm not saying that this is like the only body wash that you should use to clean your mask, but you do want to look at those ingredients. You want to make sure that it has like, so this doesn't have, it doesn't, oh my gosh, I can't talk. It has the ability of not stripping the essential oils from your skin, which is also important because if you lose those essential oils, then your skin's going to get even more dry. So especially when we're talking about hydration, we definitely want to focus on putting more in the area that you're wearing your mask all day. So maybe that means you're putting a little bit of evening moisturizer on during the day around your face right here, or maybe you're using Nangai oil, which you wouldn't normally use, but because you're wearing a mask all the time, you may want to put it in this region. This body wash also contains aloe, which aloe is so like calming and soothing. It also helps to restore balance and moisture. And it's also smooth enough to use as a cleanser or a shave cream. So obviously what's in it is does a pretty good job. So one of my biggest suggestions has been using this as a cleanser as well as a detergent for your mask. So what I do, and I think Jordan and Heather do this too, is we just take a teeny tiny bit, like literally a pea size amount, and just kind of like rub it all over the place. I get it a teeny tiny bit damp, and then I soak it in a bowl with like boiling water. Like I just use a tea kettle and just pour it over, just so I really make sure to get it super, super clean. And body wash has been like the best thing, and it has a teeny tiny scent to it, nothing too crazy. I'm very sensitive to aromas, and I like can't wear perfume. My husband can't wear cologne. Like I just don't like it. It just really bugs me. But this has just a teeny tiny undertone of a scent that isn't like too crazy.
Okay, so now we're going to go over just a couple things to help you in case you do get some breakouts. Because at the end of the day, sometimes it just happens with having that all on your face with a mask. So I actually wrote down some notes because I wanted to learn some more about some of these products. I use them often and they are amazing and work so well. I have hormonal breakouts as well. So I have like a double whammy, and I like, these are my ride or die products. So first of all, you want to have a good option is having a really good detox mask. So we have an amazing detoxifying and moisturizing mask. It gently extracts the bacteria from your pores, which is amazing because there's a lot of ones that do that harshly. It purifies and detoxifies. It has it's called kaolin clay, I think. But essentially it pulls out all the impurities out. So when I put that mask on, it goes on pretty sheer. So it's not one of those masks where it looks like you're wearing a mask necessarily, like it doesn't just have a blank slate or anything. But what you notice is once it sets after those 15-20 minutes that you wear it, I'm sorry, I have 3 dogs, so I don't know if y'all can hear my dogs, but once it sets, where you have a deep root of bacteria in your pores, it extracts it, and it's kind of gross, but also for me it's kind of satisfying to see like where it just all brought it up to the surface. And you can just basically, with a wet damp towel, you'll wipe it off and you can see all this bacteria, all this dirt and grime that it just totally extracted from deep in your pores, which is really cool. So it also has green tea, which is antioxidants. Some benefits for that is it helps with premature aging. It helps with oily or acne prone skin, especially with us wearing masks. It also reverses sun damage. It has, I think it's called arnica flower, which is an anti-inflammatory, which helps heal everything faster also. And then it also has a volcanic ash in it, which we also have in some other products, but is a gentle exfoliant, which really helps with your sebum production, which is your oil production on your face. And that also helps with reducing skin irritation. So another thing that you can use to help combat all that is using our spot on treatment. And this one I have used since the beginning of time, since I have been with Singens, which has been 3 years now. But it has benzoyl peroxide in it. It has 10% in it, which is actually the highest that you can have for a non-prescription product. And it's essentially meant to kill the bacteria on your targeted area. So it comes in the spot airless pump, and I just get the tiniest little amount, literally like you need that much essentially, and you just target those areas, and it really helps with cleaning all of it. So it kills that bacteria, which is breakouts. And then it also, because a lot of times that can be pretty intense, so that way it doesn't dry out. They also has the aloe in it to help hydrate your face. It also has our Cineplex complex in it, which helps with aging and also just your hydration and your collagen. That way you're not just having something dry out, but it's also just healing. I've had breakouts for about 10 years now. I actually didn't have it when I was a teenager necessarily. It was only really in my adult years that it came. And it was so cool to see how quickly it zapped it and got rid of it. Because I'm sure all of you probably have had those breakouts where they just hang around, and it's like someone at a party when you're ready for them to go and you're ready to go to bed and they're just still there. So you definitely don't want those breakouts to hang around. So it's really nice to have those gone. And literally, I mean, I can put it on in the evening and it's amazing the difference that it will be in the morning. So, but